assuming that there is a direct this month.
Yes.
What do we actually want to see in it? We don't have like release dates for anything. New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe on the 11th. Travis Strikes Again on like the 18th, and a bunch of I don't know.
Yeah.
Nobody knows. You know, new game announcements potentially. Third-party games I want to see.
Right.
Kingdom Hearts 3 comes out this month.
Yeah.
I doubt we're getting a Kingdom Hearts 3 announcement. I mean, then again, you can want one. It's fine to want one.
Right. Yeah. I mean, be interesting to see if they'd update anything on Metroid Prime 4.
Ooh.
That would be interesting to see.
Mm-hmm.
I guess, yeah, again, with any sort of Animal Crossing update would be interesting.
Yeah, I think a lot of people just want to know what this is.
Right.
We have not had a new mainline one since 2013, so we're going on 6 years.
That's crazy.
It's a long time for a franchise that doesn't feel like it needs 6 years of development.
Right.
Then again, it's also a franchise that you can play for years at a time.
Right.
So I understand having a gap, but like this is a long gap.
That is a long gap.
It is like we are way overdue. For a series that's as popular as it is too. Now I think part of it was we didn't get one on Wii U. Like there's been like one per generation, like one on Wii, one on GameCube, one on 3DS.
Mm-hmm.
So like we just didn't get a Wii U one. So that's kind of extended the gap, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But man, I just need to see what this is. Mm-hmm. I don't think they're going to screw it up. The only way to me they could screw up Animal Crossing is if they EA the hell out of it. And I don't think Nintendo, like whatever criticism I might have for DLC practices and stuff they've done.
No, for sure.
They're not EA yet. And I don't think they're going to be anytime remotely soon that we need to even worry about it.
Yeah.
So that being said, since I don't fear them microtransactioning the hell out of it because it always scares me because it's like the perfect game to do it. Because it's all cosmetics. The entire game is about cosmetics.
Oh, for sure.
The entire game.
For sure.
It's all about decorating yourself
for sure.
and your house. That's like one of the huge and so since I'm not worried about Nintendo doing that, I think it's going to be awesome. As long as no Leaf tickets, Nintendo. Please,
I'm wondering if they're not going to make like an expanded Pocket Camp.
I think Pocket Camp's going to be connected.
Oh, for sure.
I think it's going to be
100%.
I think you might even be able to port in your character from Pocket Camp. You might be able to go like Pocket Camp is like, oh, you can leave your town and go camping in Pocket Camp and then come back. So like you can go leave your town in Pocket Camp when you leave the house and come back. Obviously, you can have your Switch with you too, but it's one of those situations where I think there's going to be a connection. I think that's going to be the first Nintendo game on mobile that will have a direct connection to a game on Switch, and not just like being a sequel, but like actually being linked. That hasn't happened yet. Super Mario Run doesn't link to anything. Fire Emblem Heroes does not link to anything. Pokemon Go, sure, but Nintendo didn't develop.
Pokemon. Right. Yeah.
He actually didn't develop Pokemon Go or
right.
But so, I know publisher, blah blah blah. But I kind of set that aside. That's more of a second party kind of thing.
Yeah.
So I think it's interesting if that happens. Because here's the thing. I know some people don't like Pocket Camp, and I get it.
It's definitely campy.
It's got less content. Obviously, it's not a full Animal Crossing game. But come on, it's better than Happy Home Designer. It's better than Amiibo Festival. And it's on your phone.
Those are fantastic names.
And it's on your phone, and it's free to play.
Happy Home Designer.
Oh, God.
That is
I literally bought the Happy Home Designer new Nintendo 3DS. Okay? I bought the dang thing. So I played it. I played Happy Home Designer.
That's
it's not that great. Name. It's like we wanted to make a sequel to Animal Crossing, but we took out all the things that make it fun and let you decorate your house and microtransaction you.
Dude.
Now, granted, I'm sorry, Isabel, but I immediately swapped out the faceplates. To be honest, the reason I bought this is because this has swappable faceplates. So I imported some ones from Japan, Legend of Zelda style, and instantly installed those. And I actually think, because you know how I sold all my 3DSs?
Yeah.
This 3DS I still own. It is at my parents' house in a box with a game in it.
Holy cow, wait, what?
And I think it's Majora's Mask 3D.
Holy cow, wait, what?
At my parents' house. Happy Home Designer, no. But Animal Crossing Switch, yes.
I have an idea.
I hope.
It'd be interesting.
What?
A Animal Crossing, farming simulator crossover type thing.
So like a Stardew Valley, Harvest Moon-esque?
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
Be interesting.
I mean, it would fit.
Yeah.
Having some farming elements in there. I mean, not necessarily all the RPG stuff, but some elements, yeah. I mean, you could pick apples already. You can go fishing. Why not grow some corn?
Yeah.
Especially since it's a game all about time. I'm trying to think about some other stuff here. I think we're going to get a bunch of release dates. For at least the next few months. I think we're going to get a release date for Yoshi's Crafted World.
Yes.
Daemon X Machina. Those two, I think, for sure. I want to think Fire Emblem Three Houses because that was slated to come earlier this year or early in this year, but that might be more towards the summer, so we might just get like
may or may not
like a trailer and a generalized coming early summer to this year or whatever. If Animal Crossing is coming summer, I do expect to finally see first gameplay. If it's not coming summer and it's not coming till way later this year, I don't know that we'll see it yet.
Right.
But you never know. I mean, they already teased it, so who knows?
I would. If I had to guess, I'm guessing we're probably not going to see anything Pokemon related.
No,
because of the fact that Let's Go just released not too long ago.
Well, on top of that, they've never unveiled a Pokemon game in a Direct.
That too. Okay.
Doesn't mean it won't happen.
Right.
It's first time for everything, but Pokemon's always done its own thing.
Okay.
Like even for E3, think about it. Let's Go was unveiled and its own thing before.
That's
E3.
True.
So,
that is true.
Now that doesn't mean that it can't happen, and it would be shocking to a lot of people since no one expects Pokemon to be unveiled. It'll be in a Direct if it's already been unveiled, but if it hasn't been unveiled, like no one expects Pokemon. At least you shouldn't. Right. I know a lot of people. I've read a lot of comments saying that we better see the new gen Pokemon. Like, dude, it's a year away. They literally said it's coming at the end of this year.
Yeah,
we are still like 11 plus months away from seeing this game.
It would not surprise me if they revealed it at E3.
I don't know. I mean, the only way I see it being an unveil at E3 would be if they don't have anything
another major title.
Like if they kind of played all their cards and we already know about everything this year, everything major, and they're like, you know what, we're going to drop Pokemon because it's going to blow people's minds.
Yeah.
And that would obviously be a first time too because that's never happened.
Right.
So, but I think they got plenty. I think there's a new Mario in the works. We know there's a new Zelda game in the works. So they have plenty. I mean, they could have something new to show off. Or tease for the next year. And the thing is, if we haven't seen Metroid Prime yet, you can end it with Metroid Prime footage.
Yep.
I still think Bayonetta 3 is not going to be shown again until the Game Awards. Just because we didn't get it at the last Game Awards, I still think we're not going to actually see the game until the following Game Awards. I think it's a 2020 game. So I think it'll be shown at the Game Awards and then released in 2020.
Yeah, that's possible.
But for this particular one, those specific release dates, we'll get some updates on some indie titles that are coming as well. Of course, they'll always do like a little indie sizzle reel, or if there's any exclusive indie game, they usually are the ones that get any individual highlight.
Ooh. Do you think we'll see any? No, I suppose nothing probably for that because there was no gameplay at all for Ultimate Alliance 3 when it showed at the Game Awards.
Yeah, there was some gameplay.
No, I was pretty sure it was all trailer. Almost positive it's all trailer.
Okay, maybe. I'm trying to remember. I don't know. So it's possible. Yeah, that's supposed to be coming this year.
Yeah.
So we could see something for that, and that's exclusive. Nintendo paid for exclusivity of that. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. How long the exclusivity is, I don't know.
Well, if Nintendo's publishing it, it's forever.
Right.
Because then they legitimately
right.
The game
That's saying they are.
The game exists because of them. It's like with the Bayonetta 2 and 3 thing.
I mean, it could also.
But we don't know.
It could also be a paid exclusive.
Yeah. Who knows? Yeah. Well, they didn't say timed exclusive at the time. They said Switch exclusive, which made me think this isn't a timed.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But who knows?
Right.
It's not here yet. Things could change. But if Nintendo's not fully paying for it, who knows? What? What do you think?
Are we going to get some FFCC stuff?
Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles Remastered. It'd be nice to see some of that. It'd be nice to see...
Because it looked like it was just... Well, a lot of what they showed was just a retread of the old game.
I don't know, and I don't know if we're going to see a lot yet. I mean, here's the thing.
Do we know when that's supposed to come out?
No.
Okay.
A whole bunch of Final Fantasy games are coming to Switch this year.
Right, okay.
So we could get some release dates for some of that stuff.
Yeah.
Remastered's coming to a bunch of systems, not just Switch. And I'm thrilled for it. I think it's going to mostly be a pretty lazy remaster, though, just like the new visuals.
Yeah.
And it's going to be the same game, except
updated visuals.
Changed how the controls work a little bit because you're not going to have the GBAs hooked up. But, man, otherwise, I think I'm just ready for a surprise.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're going to surprise us kind of like last year. We got hit with Dark Souls Remastered.
Yeah.
Coming to Switch. Yeah, multi-platform, whatever. Doesn't matter. It was unveiled first at a Nintendo Direct. So that's what sucked about it being delayed for the Switch was that like it was initially unveiled for the Switch before it was unveiled for anyone else.
Right.
I think there's going to be something like that, and I don't know what it's going to be. It would be crazy if it was Kingdom Hearts 3, even if it's going to be a late port. There might be people that hold off on getting Kingdom Hearts on other systems to get it for Switch later.
That would be smart on Nintendo's part to do it.
But that's if Square is going that far. I don't know if they are. I don't know if the game can run in it. I have no idea. It's possible, a late port of Call of Duty is announced, especially since Call of Duty's numbers are dipping and Activision's not looking too hot. But I think if there's a chance for Call of Duty on Switch, it'll be the next one.
Yeah.
It'll be that, hey, Activision's not going to ignore the audience anymore because their numbers are dipping and there's an audience they're not even touching.
Right.
So they might as well. Even if it's only 1 million in sales, it's a million more sales than they had before.
Yep.
So I'm not worried about seeing that yet. That would be more like an E3 thing, I think. So I was trying to think of like what major multi-platform third-party games are even coming out early this year, and I can't think of like one that sticks out that's not already coming. Like Mortal Kombat 11's coming. I don't know if that's early, but we know that's coming. No, Team Sonic Racing's landing in the summer, so I'm not sure what there could be, but I think there's going to be something surprising.
It'd be nice to see an Ninjala.
Ninjala would be nice because that's supposed to be coming out.
Yeah,
that's one that we haven't heard about in a while. That would be nice to see Ninjala get a release date for that. Yeah, that would be nice. Man, I really want Ninjala to really stay bad.
Right.
There's also... It'd be interesting to see if they decide to show off any Doom Eternal footage on Switch. Like the first ever Doom Eternal. Because we've seen Doom Eternal footage last year, and we know it's announced for Switch, but we haven't actually seen Switch footage yet. It'd be nice to see the first gameplay reveal of Doom Eternal on Switch with an announcement of it being day and date.
Yeah.
Like right now, we presume it is because it doesn't have a different release date, but we haven't seen footage for it. Yeah. So it's like until we see footage of it before the game comes out, we assume it's going to be delayed. That's at least the assumption we should have. It'd be interesting if, because of the partnership they've been having going on with Bethesda, what if the next Wolfenstein game is unveiled on Switch? Yeah. Because they did say the next Wolfenstein game Switch is going to be doing. So they unveil it first on Switch like Dark Souls Remastered did. But it's really for all platforms. That would be a nice one. Even though we already know that one, it would be like, oh, wait, you're unveiling this first on Switch? That's going to get some hardcore gamers to be like, oh, man, I got to start watching Nintendo Directs because you don't know what games are going to be announced, even if I'm not buying it on Switch.
Right.
I'm trying to think like if anything else. I mean, there could be other remasters coming, of course.
Yeah,
that's always a possibility.
Be interesting to see.
It'd be nice to see Spyro Reignited actually announced for Switch. Yeah, a lot of people presume it's going to come to Switch, even though it's never once been confirmed.
Well, it has had those leaks.
Yeah, but it's never once been confirmed
on the website.
So it's like,
right.
Let's get some confirmation and have that come this year.
Oh, for sure.
I mean, yeah, it's late, but hey, it's better than nothing. I'm sure a lot of people appreciate having the Crash Bandicoot Insane trilogy. Yeah. So, like, why not if we can get Spyro Reignited? And Nintendo's got a lot of games coming this year. I mean, there's a lot we're not even touching on that I just don't think are coming until later, so I don't know how much we're going to hear about them. I think for Nintendo, it's going to be Daemon X Machina, Yoshi's Crafted World, maybe even a Labo thing announced associated to it, just because Yoshi is like cardboard.
Seems like it fits.
It's cardboard, so it kind of makes sense. I don't know what it's going to be. And then Fire Emblem. Those are like the big three, and then they could tease like the Animal Crossing or whatever that they've already announced, but haven't shown anything. Like a tease of something big that isn't going to come till later this year, but it'll just be like, hey, look, if you're not excited for these games, we still have like this big one coming.
Yeah, don't worry, we still got you this year. Unlike last year.